We'll see if the Lulu and Orianna can shield up against that, but Syndra categorically should be pretty decent against Kog'Maw. That will be locked in. They've got to know who's bot side at this point. They cleared out the Krugs were still alive a while ago. So he's going to check one more time, but meanwhile, fighting the top side, force the flash out. Q's going to land the flash follow, and the first blood's going to come through. Oh, just barely to contract, but Flame playing well to get the trade kill, the best of a bad situation. Dardoch now going to be spotted on the Krug, smites for health, jumps over the wall.
Yeah, we're going to watch this one more time. Contracts gets a payoff from all the time he did spend in that jungle. Flame flashes, but the Q lands. Then Impact takes turret aggro pretty early on and gets rooted by the Nautilus auto attack. Pretty slim margins there, and a fraction of a second between who gets the first blood. Yeah. And then, because death timers are pretty short here, Flame actually managed to teleport back to that lane and get the better wave. So even though C9 got more team gold for that, Flame actually comes out ahead after getting killed by the game.
Yeah, got to feel pretty good. Ghost coming in, Poulter wants to land the stun, and Contracts flashing a body slam into a lot more skill shots landing. And Contracts does not have a jump for 6 more seconds. Can they find a bit more? Not going to land the stun. One more auto. Dardoch's in a body slam soon. There's the kill coming in. Nicely done by Pobelter, and Immortals sling themselves a gold lead.
So Dardoch and Pobelter use 3 summer spells, but it converts into the kill.
Really smart for them to know they had the damage. Whoa! Didn't think about that one, but apparently, speaking of having the damage, Smoothie and Sneaky did not realize that was there. No Summoner's Burn to keep them alive, and Immortals dual lane once again. Sure, it's an advantageous matchup, but winning their lane. Now Dardoch on a chase against Jensen. Gets a bit of the haste coming in. Should be getting away with this one, but look at this early game for Immortals, and it's not just Dardoch this time. Nicely done right here. There's the reveal. Nice dodge by Contracts. Lands the Q on a Pobelter. Whoa. Mine says yes. Looking for the damage. Lands the slow. And there's the flash chase for Smoothie. Now can they get rid of the satchel? Not going to matter. Dardoch gets away, but this is a fun, aggressive game, and Cloud9 get their second kill.
So a small early game deficit should not, and I think will not phase them as long as they prevent being run over by Immortals, which is a danger.
Ooh, they go in, grab the blue buff. Jensen steals that one away. Contracts to kick back to stay safe. He knew he did not have the damage, and Jensen chose to last with the blue instead of put the extra Q towards the Syndra. Maybe a debatable choice, but either way, blue steal comes in. And a nice steal by Smoothie getting small Krug, but now more fire into the top side as Impact and Flame doing battle, and Contracts looking for the dive, not going to find that one there, and Flame gets away, losing his flash and his ulti.
He wants to stick around because he's got Cinder coming back up, and the minion wave is petering.
And nope, it's going to force the flash out of Impact. He would have pulled turret aggro, and that might have been enough to kill him, so he had to burn the summoner spell. But greeting for the wave, but the kills might still come through. Not going to land the Q with his contract. Poulter. It's a slow and not quite the stuns yet. His E's still on cooldown. C9 walk away. A trade of flashes and ultimates ultimately in that top lane fight.
Yeah, but we also have to wonder how much Immortals can push in after this. They're delaying the recalls already, and they position Caitlyn to that top lane. Really long delay on the recalls as well, which just improves Immortals' ability to try and get down these turrets.
Oh no, why'd you turn back again? He killed himself! Contracts could have just walked and he would have been fine. He killed himself by walking into Ignite range. Ole, yet again, gets the kill, and the karma, the snowball begins and continues as Immortals look to turn it into an avalanche.
And that's the smiles coming out from Immortals when the team is grooving. Ole flanking through the river, but now he's burned his Ignite, and the teleports are coming in to try and turn it around.
Here comes Impact. He's got the abilities. The slow's going to land. Here's the stun into Ole. Knock up for Wildroar. Shockwave as well. That's one down. The second one going to be in their sights. Flame whimsied up the damage for Kog'Maw, and they're going to give the kill over to Jensen. Tying at the scoreboard. Still down 1,400, but a nice play by Cloud9.
And while we said Immortals has been consistent for a lot of the year, inconsistent for a lot of the year, the consistent thing is them pushing the envelope. And oftentimes it is too far. That was a move where they should have respected the teleport, but they come right back at him.
Ooh, plenty of damage on a Sneaky. He's gonna go down. Kill, gonna go over to Cody's son. Nice donation. And they dropped that one down. Worth pointing out, Sneaky's build is going towards Trinity Force. I have not seen that opening in quite a long time.
Is a 4v3 into a nice Lulu knockup into Shockwave knockup combo. Flame is able to delay it a little bit, but the fights are just going to keep going.
There's more battles here. Cody's son ignited, damage is on him. Not going to die just yet unless the Q comes back up from cooldown. Not going to happen there. He gets away with this. Dardoch, after body slam, also kites out. They're here with a small but meaningful lead against Cloud9. If Immortals can really get this kind of form.
Snuck in here.
Sneaky suddenly realized he's not as what he wanted to be, and here comes the damage up, but the knockup not gonna matter. Kill gonna go over to Ole's second half of the Q. Dardoch tried to give it over to Cody's son, not gonna happen, but either way, it's an assist on the Caitlyn. C9 are 300 HP on a turret away from equalizing that score overall. But here comes the roam down. Impact in a 1v3, gonna have almost nowhere to go. A nice flash in the body slam, plenty of damage coming through, and that root's gonna land for Ole, not even a problem. Here comes a snipe, and they couldn't quite give it to Cody Sun, but still a kill on a Syndra, never bad.
You're risking Nautilus Assault, Gragas Body Slam, Syndra Stun, so much that they can throw it at you, and here we go.
There's the hits, turret's gonna go down to one more
Syndra's
shot.
not here.
And here comes the knockup, the damage output is in, Contract staying alive for a bit, gets the kickback on a Dardoch, Shockwave finds one more. Not gonna be more than a single kill, but a great turret pickup all the same. Both are ghosting in, wants to re-engage. There's the flash, looks for the stun, not gonna find anybody worth hitting. And Poelther chunked down low, goes for damage on Sneaky, can't quite kill him off. And the chase down is here, the flash follow for impact. Still wants to kill up Poelther, not quite gonna find the kill, but they're all dangerously close to dead. Just the 1-for-0 at the end of the day as the teams are going to disengage. 50 range away from that being a kill on the Poelther Syndra. Of course, the dodges and the stuns were close as well, but Impact once again alone in the side lane. Doesn't have the ward coverage he needs to keep safe doing this, and this should be a kill picked up. Nice stun, doesn't matter. Poelther gets the kill once again. 3-1 of the Syndra. Still scaling up, and again, that is one of the key assassins for getting rid of this Kog'Maw. If Poelther keeps the gold going, the Kog'Maw won't take off.
Yeah, and that was the second time Impact has been kind of caught pushing the sideline. He does need to be more careful in those situations. They don't have the ward coverage, so they kind of just have to see. There's Cody, though.
Flash kick is there, and Cody's going to die. They're going to get the trade kill and Contracts, maybe. Explosive cast sets up Ole for his third kill. The game kill leader on Immortals. Once again, the support. Flame TP's in, forcing a flash out from Sneaky. Not going to get stunned, but he's got nowhere to go at all. That's the kill picked up. Shock doesn't mean much. And yes, Ole with his 4th of the game. This Karma is carrying. They did not seem to guess correctly at what C9 was going to do, and it delays a little bit longer.
I think because of the Mountain Drake, that's actually an opportunity where Baron could be dead, but they get it.
There's the face check. Finally, this one works out for Immortals, forcing the flash out of Contracts. No ultis except for Impacts just yet. Looks for the re-engage. Smoothie a bit low as well. Poelther did burn Ghost, and Ole did use Ignite. And here's the play for the Mountain Drake this time around. Low health bars on Cloud9.
Yeah, flashes out on 2 people, but they have 4 of the 5 ultimates up on C9. That means they can collapse in here. Does Immortal finish the Baron, or do they fight?
80,000 health. Baron's going to be there. It's going to be Immortals grabbing it with Dardoch's Smite, and here's the re-engage. Smoothie caught up with the Dredge line, and he is gone. Lulu is not long for the world. The flash follow. They're going to look for Sneaky. Dredge line not going to find just yet, but here comes Dardoch. Can't find the slope. But the 1-for-0 plus the clean Baron. Immortals does play the vision game properly. Impact is looking for the game-winning flank play, but can it even happen? 5-on-5, Contracts on the side.
Shockwave has to be huge, I feel like, for C9 to win this fight.
Flash stun, Shockwave out of 3. Cody Sun's gone at the start. That was what they needed, but can they get more? Dardoch forced to run. Contracts low, but there's not a lot of damage. Redemption's going to buy some time. But here comes the damage up, and Jensen gets the lead. A nice play by Poelther. It's a 4v4. Health bars and gold lead still in the favor of Immortals. Quick stun to Sneaky. Look for the chase, but the slow through. You get a nice kickback by Contracts. Buys some time. Rooted up by Ole. There's the anchor in. There's the kill picked up by Poelther. The chase on Sneaky. The kill comes through. It'll be a trade, but does it matter? Guardian Angel's not around, but it's still the team fight wins. Smoothie almost dead. 3v2 on the map, and Immortals break into the base.
And if they would have actually finished off Smoothie and Impact, that game could have been over right there. And it was actually a near perfect start to the fight for C9, Jensen, Shockwave.
They have to know to respect the Shockwave. Cody Sun does have his summoners. Gets jumped in once again this time. Flash heal stays alive, finds Impact. Plenty of damage on Renekton, down below half HP. We'll wait for the next wave.
Yeah, pretty difficult to push without Baron, which is what Immortals is trying to do now, and even riskier when they're making this push with both summoner spells being burned on that Shockwave. But they do think with Shockwave down, it's probably safe with Cody Sun not having the summoner spells, and it looks like they would want to tank this turret with Flame to try and finish it down.
Here comes the play. Top inhibitor going to be taking a lot of damage. Going to push for more. The knockback out of Sneaky. He gets deleted. Nice setup by Dardoch to knock him down like a bowling pin, and here comes the rest of the game crashing down around them. 5v4. Immortals have the minions inside the base, and they are going to take another Game 1 win over a top-ranked North American LCS team. Nexus turrets falling. The defense nearly impossible for Cloud9. Contracts waiting for the play. Jumps around, gets away from the root. Turret still falling, and Impact doesn't have the damage to kill anyone off. They're still going to kite back and go for the kills. Top laner dead. Contracts, the jungle going to be next up on the platter. The damage coming through. The snipe going to come in. That's one more for Cody Sun. And the Nexus is going to fall. Immortals going to close out Game 1 over Cloud9. Hoping to make that push into the playoffs. The Blind Vlad comes in, and there's the Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix, a fairly common pick into Rengar, has a large amount of damage. The early shove from that Immortals bottom lane puts him in position to see that Contracts has done some type of different route. So that could tip Dardoch off to this, but he's got to be careful. He starts up right above. There's
Here
Contracts.
comes the Rengar. He's empowered. He's got the kill, and Contracts strikes back from the first game. Meanwhile, Hook in the bot lane means a bit of damage, but nicely done by Contracts. Dardoch did not ward his buff, and he should have.
He has gone with Storm Raider Surge as a keystone rather than Deathfire Touch. And he's still gone with Ignite, so this is extremely close to what people got blasted with yesterday.
Huge chunk on a sneaky right there. Even Thunderlord triggered by Ole. That was a nice play. He set up the W on a smooth and actually going for the Ezreal. Now a play onto the mid lane for to take some damage. He could get rooted in place. Luckily for him, he dodges away from it. He's going to be fine. Impact has TP'd back into lane with the Ruby Crystal on the second Doran's. Poulter clears away a control ward and runs into Contracts. And actually, this is going to be rough for Pobelt here. Contracts goes in, lands the root. That's going to be the damage he needs. Nicely played there by Contracts. The solo kill, his second of the game.
Really making that Rengar pay off right there. And
Contracts wants to turn that around.
There's a big Rengar coming in.
Lands a slow. Knockup not going to be that much into Contracts. Going to flash
Nice
for
job,
the
Impact.
anchored stop. And do they have the damage, though, is the question. Going to land the root. They're going to take the turret up. Impact going to go ahead and just absorb all of the damage. And Contracts gets his third kill of the game. A great setup by Impact.
Huge early game for Cloud9, all centered around Contacts. Really loved the flash there, following Flame's flash and then catching the dredge line. So often, that's how Nautilus makes his great escapes. And Dardoch is unable to really get back into this game. They're going to try something here in the mid lane, looks like.
But how much of a gank can you really find from the Vladimir? Looking for the dive under the turret, the flash to follow, the single pull under the shotgun. They get the kill. It will be traded onto Dardoch, but at least that is something grabbed. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Ole gonna run out of health quickly. Sneaky gets the kill on that one. Not much more to do on to the opposing marksman, but still several kills on the map once again for Cloud9.
Oh, Pobelt has no summoner spells.
Lots of damage for Contracts, just destroys him where he stands. His third solo kill, Contracts.
Oh man, and for all the people that see Rengar do badly in NALCS games and say, why are you still picking Rengar? That's why.
Down 8 CS in the bot lane, but the kill makes up for it. Contracts looking for something to do. The fight, Ole jumps onto him. Look at the damage up, but he's got chases in and flashes for his fourth solo kill. Contracts just breaking the game over his knee, looking for number 5. Here comes the damage up, but he does. 5 solo kills for Contracts.
This is insane what Contracts is doing to this game.
Scumbag Impact ruined the scoreline. How dare you?
Oh,
yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. He could die for this one. He's going to get the... Oh, he hits the W too early and does not get out of the root. As he clicked it a little bit too quickly. Kill comes through. Nicely done by Cody Sun and Ole to get one back. This turret, though, close to dead. Look at the damage out of Sneaky. Pushing him down. And that should be the turret kill here with the auto attacks. And Cloud9 going to give him solo gold 650 into the pockets.
Because they haven't really, I feel like, worked on their comeback stage of the game that well. They're just really good at playing with a lead and trying to make a bunch of plays. So now that they're down 3,000 gold.
Ooh, he jumped into the shot, though. Sneaky hits it a little bit too early. You can jump over that, but it's real hard to do. Kill comes through to Ole. Nicely done to find the one-on-one. This, of course, came through for Cody Sun, and now the play for the mid lane, but Contracts is here. Povelter's got to run for this one, and once he comes up, here's the leap. The heal's going to be not enough. Contracts gets the kill. Looks for a little bit more damage. The shield's going to keep him alive. Shotgun catches Dardoch, who is one spell from dying, but can't quite find the extra bit of damage as Jensen still. Kill into the turret. Nice for C9. Hook onto Ole. That'll be one picked up as well, and look at that. Contracts finds kill number 8.
8 kills at 12 minutes. 6,000 gold at 12 minutes. 1,700 gold ahead of the closest person on Immortals.
This is definitely the first half of the video, my Rengar versus their Rengar.
Absolutely.
Pretty much the my Rengar is all of 2015 North American LCS, and this is just the enemy Rengar clip right here. Contracts is single-handedly demolishing this game. Dardoch really actually, that was beautifully played by Dardoch. That was elegant as hell.
Contracts as Rengar has destroyed a lot of people.
And he's gonna look for a little bit more damage. Ole is down under turret. He's gone. Rip in pieces. Ole is dead. Just kidding. He's gonna stay alive. He's got a summoner heal. Nicely played. Cody's son keeps his teammate up. But it does burn several summoners, and Contracts gets out with it anyway.
Yes, he has the potential to take over this game and continue the hard carry, but if he starts faltering and can't pull off plays, all of the lead is on that one person. But they're going maybe for this turret dive. They have everyone here, but Immortals might turn this around.
We'll see if they can. Damage on the turret. Sneaky pulls aggro early. He's got to get away from this one. Turret goes down. Knock up there onto Jensen. Plenty of damage coming across. They haven't yet killed Flame, but the root's going to make it come through, and Contracts finds kill number 9 on this one. And the Immortals defense not going to happen. Impact stopping up Pobelter. Don't See, he's even friendly. Don't trip. He's giving friendly advice out to everyone else. Wow.
That's what I think when I think of a 9-1 Rengar. Friendship.
He's hugging you with his knives. He's
just misunderstood friendship.
Misunderstood, exactly. I showed you these.
Yeah, look at my knives. Oh no, you're gone.
Door-to-door salesman contracts. Forced runner from Dardock might have bigger claws than him, actually. Forced to kite back a little bit there, and thankfully a Thresh who loves internal damnation keeps his friend the knife cat safe, and really a friendly suite of characters here on Cloud9. Yeah, absolutely agree. There's no easy 2-on-2 where you'd expect the lead. It's got to be an outplay, and that's sometimes hard to do. Dardock gets spotted once again. Smoothie goes for the hook, and he aims it! That was immaculate! Here comes the follow-through, and Smoothie takes away a kill, and now the retreat. Smoothie trying to get away from Pomoto's lad. He's going to get the kill picked off, but it's going to be the trade, of course, at the end. And the 10th kill comes through now for the Rengar, scaling them up further. You're buying MR, you're buying health, and it makes a lot more sense. Otherwise, here comes the fight on a Pobelter. Dardock here to defend his teammate. The flash follow, and that's solo kill number, what is it, 6 at this point? 6 solo kills for Contracts, 11 kills, does die for it. Cloud9 looking for maybe a trade, but it's only gonna be the 1-for-1, which is actually shut down gold to Immortals and in favor of the blue team. And again, I want to point out controller positions. There's the one in the Baron Pit, which is totally fine, and the one that's forward here is really important because people will always ward over the walls to look for more wards on Baron. Your sweeper has a long cooldown, and there's a kill into the bot lane, or into the mid lane, sorry. It was actually pick up on a Ole. Meanwhile, it's onto Flame, as it's going to be Contracts kill number 12 right here. Of course, Jensen got one of his own. We saw that one off camera. The ward was dead, had flashed up, but maybe it was Hook that got the kill.
Warding over the wall. Ole steps up. Smoothie goes over the wall, and bullseye.
Nice shot. Yeah, that's when you can't really react to that. 8,000 health, Ole's around, looks for a bit of poke. Sneaky jumps in and takes a lot of damage for it. Down a half. Signal pool popped out by Vladimir. Can't dive as easily. Flash follow comes in. Impact wants the front line. There's a play as well. Knock up on a Contract. And the chase and Pope, they're going to get a lot of damage. He's going to pick off Sneaky, actually 1-for-0. Look at the damage on a Jensen. Pope gets one of those kills picked up. That's a huge deal. Trade in for Contract. Still gets number 13. Over the wall goes Ole. Here comes the follow. Looks for number 14. Contract's gonna get it. A double kill for the Rengar. And it's gonna be a 3-for-1 overall team fight that Cloud9 does come away with the lead.
Yeah, Pobelter, even though he burned Sanguine Pool early, you can see the power of that Vladimir.
And they're gonna just join Impact here on the top side. And the inhibitor turret Assault. Contracts has Guardian Angel, very safe for 15. There goes the turret. Naka gonna go back all the way towards Jensen, but there's no dive to be had. Both can't get his way in. Contract's in there, loses his first life, but it's okay. Cats have 9 of them. And here comes the backline dive for Poether. Can he get it? Protobelt in, gets the kill on a Sneaky. Nicely done. The 1-for-0 will trade his life, but that's still at least a kill coming through. And Immortals actually make it a 2-for-1 overall. They did take down Contracts. That is a fight lead. 4v3 trying to wear down onto Impact, but they're low on items. Cody Sun can only do so much. But it does stop the push for now. The flash hook on a Smoothie. That is nice. Can they find the play? Looking for the damage up, but can't quite kill him just yet. Ole! Wow, look at the damage output from Jensen, though. Impact just barely even gets tickled from those bullets right here. Shield comes in. Jensen, the flash follow, gets the shockwave, the trade kill. Cody Sun gets it, jumps the wall. The roots in. Can he stay out of range of Impact? Yes, he will. And oh, look at that. It's going to be 4 kills picked up at cost of 2. Immortals win the team fight.
And Cody Sun actually played that fight extremely well. Pretty much free hitting for the entire fight.
Cody Sun right now needs about 300 gold. He is close to Lapis for 80% crit chance.
Oh, no.
Dardock is gone. He is dead. He is dead. Jensen gets the kill. And sadly, Contrast gets his first assist of the game. Scumbag Jensen ruins the perfect scoreline, what would otherwise exist here. Play from the mid. Turret's going to be pretty easy to take down, and that's going to be shut down rapidly. Here comes the dive in for Impact. Better damage on the Flame. The knock up there. Nice dodge on the hook. Sun's going to land on a Jensen. Doesn't mean much, though. And you have to kite back for now. Cody needs to take this time to walk back in the base. He has the money to buy Last Whisper. Needs to grab it. You can't fight the 4v5 anyway. There's no turrets alive. Dardock respawning in 3. Impact still holding the front line.
Now that Rengar is out of ultimate, though, Immortals might go in.
Maybe they respect the 5-on-5. 10,000 gold lead for Cloud9 right now. There's Last Whisper in for Cody Sun. It's going to be like a 30% damage amp against Impact. That's a pretty big deal. Turret 1. Inhibitor 1 hit away from dead. A little bit more poke. They land the root on a Sneaky, but he is not the primary target. Into the backline they go. A lot of damage out of Pobelter. Look for the backline play. Shockwave's going to catch a couple of them. Cody Sun, not long for the world. Kill number 15 for Contracts. Jensen takes down Pobelter. That's going to be all they need to close the game out at this point. There's not enough tank stats and not enough damage. The carries are dead. And here comes the chase into the base. Double inhibitor down. Cloud9 can ride these minions into the Nexus turrets. 30 seconds on the recall, and Cloud9 should be tying up this series. Contract said they will not tie the kill score of his teammate Jensen. But there's not much left to do. They're trying to wave, they're killing what they can. A great hook sets up Flame. That should be enough to get the kill. His shields are nice, but is it really enough to stay alive?
Dardoch!
Guardian Angel pop. Dardoch wants to kill Jensen, can't quite do it. I understand the thought of trying to keep the game alive, but it's not going to matter. Another one picked up, 5v2 in the base, 10 seconds of the respawn. Probably not going to be enough time. And it's going to be Cloud9 able to knock down the turrets, knock down the Nexus, and tie up this series. We are going to game 3. Cloud9 needing this to keep themselves ahead of Phoenix 1 heavily in the standings. Damage not going to come through, and Contracts, the man on the screen, 15-3-3 on the Rengar.
And when the other team is low damage plus an assassin, you have a bunch of assassin blockers with Orianna, Shield, and Caitlyn. It makes me really favor Immortals team comp. Dardoch coming for an early gank on a Sneaky and Smoothie.
In on the bot lane. Can he make it happen? No minion wave just yet. There's a flash follow on towards Sneaky. Lands the slow. Plenty of damage here. Do they have enough, though? And Dardoch's going to land the auto attack and a flash for the E, and the first blood comes through. That is a nice gank there by Immortals. The level 3 gank comes true and gets the kill.
Wow, 8 summoner spells burned. 3 minutes into the game, everyone was all out on that gank. Ole going really early. They needed to not get counter ganked on that. That's the super aggressive gank, because if Gragas would have been in one of those brushes, it would have been curtains for Ole right away, but they make the risk, it pays off, and they have pushed that lane into an advantage early on. Nicely
played, Immortals getting the kill down. It's Dardoch with the first blood himself. A little bit of assist gold over to Cody Sun and Ole, who take that first recall. Boots and a dagger. It's gonna be nice for them as well. Jensen still having a pretty rough time in his lane phase. You can see Pobol's getting some good damage, but here comes the jungler. Suddenly Contract, a great, perfect flash from Pobelter.
Oh man, that hurts for Contract, because so often with Gragas, you kind of hold all the cards with your body slam flash, and you're able to get them right away. But when Contract commits over the wall with that body slam, and then doesn't flash back, it also could have been done to get the catch. And I didn't ask you to elaborate. You actually phrased it as saying breakfast is the worst meal of the day?
So that was a misspeak. It's the most dangerous meal of the day. If you eat wrong, it's actually bad for you. We'll talk about that in a bit as Impact is one away from Dardoch. Goes for the kick into the river. Looks for Pobelter. Can they get the shockwave? That's the question. Not yet up from cooldown. Q's gonna land. There's the ulti. Nice one picked up there. Perfect by Pobelter. And here comes the chase through. Still missing most summoners. Here comes the jump in. Lots of CC to land towards Dardoch. Running down to the ignite, and they should get the kill. But the trade on Jensen gonna come through. The auto attack comes through for Pobelter. And they're gonna look for a little bit more. 2-1 so far. The kill credit. There's the explosive cast. Can buy a bit of space, and Contracts gets away with it, but still it's Immortals coming away with the lead now, 3-1 in kills. Yeah, just relying on the Lost Chapter region makes it a bit more difficult for him. And unlucky here. Shotgun gonna find Jensen. The root's gonna come back through. Here comes the engage, and Dardoch doesn't want to be part of this. Oh my gosh, just kidding. Takes one down, blocks the shot. Dardoch is amazing. Double kill comes through, and Smoothie gonna trade his life for that kill. That was actually immaculate. 3-1 lead over to Immortals. Beautiful.
Things all go wrong for C9 and what looked like a good start. I mean, Sneaky had even roamed over to start with the curtain call.
And here comes a dive, maybe. No minion wave. Looks like Sneaky's gonna get to recall.
Where Immortals wins the first game, looks great. Loses a close second game. Then tilts off the face of the earth and loses game 3. But this game, they look to be in form.
And they're gonna look for one more spell on a Jensen to kill him off. Smoothie's here for the shield, keeps him alive. That is still a lot burned out from Jensen, but here comes Lee Sin. Goes in on Contract. Look at the damage output he's got. Forced back towards the team. Wild Growth for a bit more chase, and Ole's here part of the fight as well. 2 kills picked up. It's going to be Sneaky and Contract both hitting the mat right there, and yeah, no chance for Impact to make the TP happen. And again, another 2 for 0. More cleanliness as Immortals push ahead to 3,000 gold. Assists and deaths have largely been from the gank pressure and the roams with the rest of the map. Jensen forced away by Dardoch. We've seen Lee Sin dive Talon before. This time around, it's Dardoch actually doing a better job with it.
Yeah.
And gonna be mid-turret
going
solo
for
gold.
Jensen, gonna burn something.
Pobelter gets the kill on the turret. Jensen removes the stealth. Actually lands that! That barely landed, but the kill comes through all the same.
Jensen with flash up. I feel like he was sticking
dodged
around for CS. Could have just ran right behind his turret. Then Flame can't actually get the dredge line onto him, or he can flash, but gives another kill over Immortals, and they keep the pressure on. 5,000 gold at 15 minutes.
Looking for even more here, under 15-minute mark, looking for mid lane tier 2. He's gonna land the Q. Look at the damage up on Sneaky. And he gets away with the root as well, so no harm at all towards Dardoch. Mid lane tier 2 gonna fall, and this game is cracked completely open.
The second being the Talon as their primary carry who needed to pack a bunch of damage.
Attempt, Cody
now
Sun.
it comes back. Cody's going to have a tough time staying alive.
The Shark is here looking for a bit more. The flash to run away. Not going to get into the traps. Cody Sun able to get them pushed away, and the kill comes through. Jensen getting a solo kill finally. A bit more onto the board. They need a lot more where that came from, but it's the start of something maybe for Cloud9.
Yeah, did burn both summoner spells on Cody Sun, but burned both of his own to get it.
The 1 level deficit contract with the ward, and it has to run away from Dardoch. Does not dodge the Q. Here comes the chase. Great body slam. It's always going to work that way. Not going to get kicked back just yet, but here comes the re-engage. Ole's in the mix, and Contract's going to die and lose his life. That's a 1-for-0. Now for a bit more. The flash away. Smoothie has to kite away from Dardoch, whose chases in for the slow, does not get the Q, aims it pretty wide to be honest, and here's the re-engage. It's Jensen wanting in, can't find the kill. Here comes the tanks. Dardoch kicks back. Impact still running back for his life, but he's going to stay afloat on this one. A quick route here into the backline as Bobo gets the kill into Sneaky, looking for Smoothie now. The knockup is there, and the skill shot not going to be hard to land. A double kill for the mid laner. One more comes through. It's only Jensen left alive, cutting over the walls, running away from his team. A 4-for-0 in favor of Immortals.
Heavily in his favor. Now that Malzahar is an easy ban and Zyra isn't nearly the same, he's just looked so much better on the shield steals.
Spin his style, I guess you're right about that one. It fits him quite nicely. Nice juke on the knockback by Flame. Contract's hoping to juke a forward flash, but here comes the chase down, and well, 1 kill comes through. Of course, it's a payment for Baron Nashor. Cloud9 not going to have a really way of stopping this one. And yeah, an easy secure right here. I think it's honestly the best CNN could have done, but of course it's still advantage of Immortals because they're the leading team, and they get a pretty easy 20-minute Baron.
Yeah.
Cody never checks the brush. He actually hugs the river, which is very smart, by the way. He was never in range of getting jumped by Talon.
That could have stalled the push if they were able to pick off Cody Sun, and they still might try a flank here. Flame would have to TP in, and the shields are in position to help Cody Sun, but
they've got to try.
Look out, man, they're going to try.
Can they go before Flame shows in? Sweep around the brush. Here comes the play. They've got 4 seconds till he arrives. Can they get the damage output as Immortals close one in?
Into the turret.
Onto the turret they go. Plenty of damage here. Jensen gets stunned up, or he will soon, but he's invisible. Damage to Cody Sun, but he just blasts down Sneaky, and this turret's helping to fight this one. 5v5, maybe a 6v5. Turret still loses some HP. Backdoor bonus not going to matter too much. Zonia's popped. No kills coming through just yet. There's the kickback on a Jensen. The death and the impact. There's going to be 1. There's going to be 2. Immortals looking to close out the match right now at 22 minutes into the base they go.
Flame taking turret aggro was so perfect for Immortals in that fight. That kind of exposed C9 being trapped in a team fight. At this point in the game on a Nautilus with the shields, the turret can be a non-factor. Immortals win this fight, maybe push on to win the game.
Looking for a little bit more on to the Nexus turrets. 20 seconds to the respawn, 5v3. It's going to be the closed out game, and a fast one at that. Maybe a questionable champ select for C9, but it was Dardoch, comp or not, who broke this game clean apart and then shut the door on Cloud9. 2-1 the score is going to be here. Immortals will improve and grab another match win over the #2 team in the North American LCS, but they've got to wait for minions to respawn because the cannon minion wouldn't walk into range and stop the backdoor bonus, so I've got to take it all back. It's not over.
Oh, man.
The match score is not 2-1. It's still 1-1. Immortals got to try again. Let's first pick your Gragas. You ban the Rangar. We'll spend some more bans on you in the second phase. And he goes, yeah, but I'm the cleanest least in NA. What are you doing, buddy? And Dardoch, I mean, just puts them over his knee right there and gives him a couple of slaps because Dardoch has honestly done so much work this game. And Immortals, you can see they so rarely win the final game of the series. They'll improve this record to 3-5 here.
Yeah. Been really bad in their critical games. I mean, this actually moves their game record with this win to 50%. So they've been actually a relatively competitive team, just unable to close a lot of these series. Final push, no Baron buff. We'd like to see him try and finish it on this. C9 going for a fight.
And here comes the attempted play one more time. Impact in the back line. Couple of body slam knockups are there. Cody Sun actually gets assassinated for 1. The damage is there, but so is it for Immortals. They've got more threats in this roster. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Jensen's dead. Sneaky caught up by the dredge line. Kill comes through to Flame. Contract's body slam still going to get chased out. The kill might come through on an impact. Lee Sin chasing, gets the Q out of the fountain, doesn't quite take the laser. And it's now up to the next. That one can't run away. So it's going to be the game closed out, the match closed out, and Immortals with the upset win over Cloud9 continue to look for that playoff spot.